Hello, welcome to my channel. We're just going to get another general message from Spirit and see what comes out today. Thank you everyone who's subscribed to my channel and welcome everyone who's new. I would love it if you would subscribe too. And we'll jump right into the message. The Hangman. Ace of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. So I'm hearing let go as the main message right here. So it kind of feels like you've been holding out some kind of or holding on to an idea or like it's kind of like over giving to something. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like it's an imbalanced energy. Like I feel like there's a need to come back into your center. With the Wheel of Fortune, how it's like the yin and yang. You know, like a balance. Like I feel like there's a need to come back into balance for yourself. With the Five of Pentacles here and the Hangman. Like with this Hangman, it's like, you know, kind of giving off a brutal feeling, right? Like, you know, holding on is doing more damage than letting go kind of thing. Can I get some more on this Five of Pentacles? So yeah, I feel like you've been giving to something that isn't necessarily giving back to you. That isn't a reciprocal energy in some kind of way. And there's a need to kind of like balance your energy. Four of Pentacles. The Hermit. The Moon. Two of Swords. Let me get one for the Hermit. This kind of feels like blind faith, right? Like I said, you're giving to something that isn't giving to you, but it's harming you more than it's helping you, I feel like. What is this thing that is in balance right now? Goodness. Five of Swords. I heard fake friends with this Five of Swords. So maybe you're giving to like some relationships in your life, people around you that maybe like deep down you know aren't for your highest good, or maybe, you know, there doesn't have to be like a malicious aspect to it. It can just be like, you know, people in your life that aren't willing to grow, but you're hanging on to the relationship because maybe you guys have been friends for a long time, or maybe it's family, you know, and it's not easy to separate from people, you know, necessarily if they're in your family or, you know, people that you've invested into for such a long time as far as friendships. But it's feeling like you're giving more than you're getting. The High Priestess and the Empress. Yeah, there's an energy of you being like taken advantage of. Can I get more in this situation? Whoa. So the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. I feel like this feels like a feeling of loyalty. Like I said, sometimes it's hard to walk away from relationships that you've invested your time into. And I feel like these people are taking advantage of you in some kind of way. It doesn't feel like I said, malicious. It doesn't really feel dark. But it feels unbalanced, you know what I mean? Like it feels, like I said, like you're giving more than you're receiving, which is not a reciprocal energy. And those are the type of relationships that you deserve to have in your life. You know what I mean? Like you have a really big heart, and you care about people and how they feel. So, the decision to walk away from somebody that's not for your highest good is definitely a difficult one. But it's feeling like that's what Spirit's asking you to do here. The Magician, the Sun, and the Four of Wands. I heard stand in your power. Yeah, I mean, it's the same like I was saying. Like there's an imbalance in this situation, and Spirit wants you to come back into your own energy, because you're overgiving, you know what I mean? And, it's hard to walk away from people that maybe haven't done something like super dramatic, or like I said, malicious, you know what I mean? It's just they're not in alignment with where you're going on your path, right? Like not everybody's going to be able to move on to the next level like you are, right? Not everyone's doing the work like you are. And when you allow yourself to give to people that are not progressing on their own path, or giving into you equally, it's just draining. It's kind of like energy vampire energy, but it feels unconscious, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel, or unconscious, it feels subconscious. It doesn't feel like they're doing this on purpose to you, not necessarily, so what does my viewer need to know about this? Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and Strength. Yeah, I feel like, Queen of Pentacles. Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, Justice, Page of Wands. I feel like Spirit's asking you to go hermit, honestly. Maybe not, maybe not removing people from your life to that extent, right? But kind of distancing yourself. I feel like there's a need to kind of focus on you. With the Page of Pentacles, I feel like this is something where Spirit wants you to kind of like dive into something that you can learn about, right? Like something new, something that interests you, something that sparks your excitement, right? Like astrology is coming to mind right now. So maybe you want to learn about the signs, or the moon phases, or something like that. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that like sparks your interest, I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to do. I feel like they want you in this kind of like student energy. And I feel like they want you to go hermit, so that you can really focus on like cultivating something new for yourself. And by doing that, I feel like the message is that they're going to send you some new people that are in alignment with you, and you're going to start to see the signs. You're going to start to realize that that's what's going on. Like you're going to go into this hermit energy, and you're really going to like concentrate on yourself, which is going to put you on a higher vibration, because there's no distractions, right? And you're going to start to see that new things are coming in for you. Yeah, and it's gonna make you really happy. Like I feel like you already are the type of person that kind of like does it all, right? Like this is your energy. The Queen of Pentacles in this card, it's like she's cleaning, she's holding the baby, she's cooking, she's happy. You know what I mean? She's grounded. She's the Queen of Pentacles. She's got her finances in order. She's just like she's a good planner. She's like all the things, right? And I feel like this is just another thing that's going to add to your your happiness, because, learning is always a good thing, right? And when you have too many distractions, it can feel like overwhelming. And I feel like Spirit just wants you to kind of go hermit for a bit. But with that, it takes strength to kind of pull away. It takes strength to kind of stay in your own lane. Even if people are, because I feel like people might be reaching out, being like, hey, come hang out with me, or why aren't you returning my phone calls, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And it's not to say that you should ignore anybody, but I feel like Spirit wants you to put distance between you and people that, like kind of just don't resonate with you anymore, right? And you can, take that moment to sit with the relationship. Is this somebody that's pouring into me the same way I'm pouring into them? Okay, maybe not. Then I take a step back. You don't have to be mean about it. You don't have to be crazy about it. But there's a need to really focus on you, I feel like. And in the end, it's going to bring in your 10 of Cups and the Justice, which is like, a brand new environment and your wish fulfillment. Ace of Cups. I love this card. It's so pretty. But I feel like this is, usually the Ace of Cups is like a relationship coming in, but I feel like this is more about self-love. I feel like Spirit wants you to pour into your own cup right now, because you need it, because you're not getting your cup is not being filled by the people around you the way that you deserve for it to be, and the way that you pour into others. So like I said, I feel like Spirit wants you to really focus on you and pour into your own cup. Can I get some more on the situation? The World, the Emperor, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, and Death. So I feel like there's a part of you that has been like calling in or manifesting like a new relationship. See how she's like focused on the world like that? It's like she's really focused on that, right? So it's like, I feel like being next to the Emperor and the Ace of Cups like this, I feel like you've been focusing on bringing in a relationship, which would be your divine counterpart, because you're an Empress energy and you're bringing in an Emperor energy. Sorry, I said 4. That's Six of Swords. But so I feel like it's taking a long time, or you're not like seeing signs of it manifesting, right? And it's kind of putting you into this Three of Swords energy. But I feel like Spirit wants you kind of, there's like this waitingness. There's like this waiting energy, right? Like I said, you've been calling this in and you haven't been seeing the signs. And on here, see how the Four Swords on the ground are broken? So that would be like the Four of Swords, right? And usually in the Four of Swords, there's like, it's like prayer, calmness, or, a little bit of a waiting energy, right? But they're all broken. So I feel like Spirit's saying, no more waiting, no more sitting around, get up and go, right? Then the Two of Swords are side by side the staircase. And it's like, walk down this path, take that next step, right? Whatever it is that's lighting you up. They want you to follow it. And I feel like it's learning something new. I feel like it's, just following whatever that spark of inspiration is whenever you sit and maybe meditate on what's the next thing you should be learning about, or, the path that you, something you want to pursue. I feel like Spirit wants you to not be waiting in this energy. Like, like not keep, it's like, what's the, a watched pot doesn't boil, right? And she's like, that's her focus. Her main focus is on this world, right? And that's her manifestations that she's trying to come or bring in. And I feel like there's a need to stop focusing on them coming in, or like kind of waiting, right? There's a need to let it go and give it to the universe, because it's coming in. It's going to be here, right? You've already sent it out. And Spirit wants you to go forward. Spirit wants you to take that first step up the staircase, and see where it takes you and see what happens. But yeah, Spirit wants you to not be in this waiting energy, because I feel like there's a little bit of like breaking your own heart, because I feel like that you shouldn't wait. And maybe this isn't for everyone. Maybe you don't feel like you're waiting, so maybe this just isn't your reading today. But with this right now, I feel like there's a little bit of the energy of breaking your own heart, because you want it so bad, or whatever it is, and it's not showing itself the way that you want it to show itself right now. So you really just kind of got to let it go, and have that faith, right? Can I get some more on this? Yeah, Temperance and the Ace of Wands. I heard it's coming. So like I said, there has to be that blind faith, right? Oops. Knight of Cups. Eight of Wands. I heard hopes and desires with this, the Knight of Cups and Eight of Wands. And see how like all the wands, they're different, right? So I feel like it's a lot of different things. Like maybe one is love, maybe one is career, maybe one is this and one is that, right? Like a lot of different things coming in for you. But you kind of just have to stay in this energy of temperance, right? And this energy of the Ace of Wands, where you've made your wish. You know your manifestations have been heard by the divine and are going to come in for you in the divine timing, right? Like that's just the knowing that we kind of have to stay in. And not to say that's easy, obviously it's not, right? There's lots of distractions in our day. We're human, we have those emotions that kind of take us on a journey. So there's a need to just balance yourself, right? I feel like that's also a message here, is to sit in meditation and kind of like calm your mind, and kind of really focus on what you want to draw in as far as like a new avenue. Like I said, learning something new or following that spark of inspiration. Like I feel like that's where, I feel like that's where Spirit wants your attention. Take it out of the thing you have already sent out to the universe, and focus on something that brings you inspiration right now. Can I get more on this? The Fool and the Chariot. Yeah, so it's kind of that like risk, right? It's just like the blind faith. You have to know that it's coming in and just kind of be in like a tranquil energy is what I'm feeling. It's like there's a big emphasis on trust coming through right now. Like Spirit wants you to trust that you have sent the things out into the universe that you want, right? And you're going to receive those things because you're on path and you're doing the work and you're listening to the downloads that you receive, or the signs and messages, right? So it's like Spirit just wants you to trust that those things are coming in and stay calm in the knowing that they're orchestrating things for you on your behalf to make you as happy as you can be, right? Let's get you some oracles. Your energy is valuable. Protect it well. The Protectress. Strength, boundaries, amulet. Oops. Yeah, and I feel like that's what the message with overgiving. I feel like they're, those people that you are giving into because you care about them or whatever the situation, family, friends, however it works out, you're giving to these people and they're not being reciprocal is what it's feeling like, and that's draining you. So you need to remember that your energy is valuable, and it's not selfish to protect your energy. It's part of self-love, and self-care. You don't want to overgive. You need to give it to yourself as well. You are worthy of beautiful things. The Servant Queen. Divine, magnetic, valuable. Yeah, like I said, you gotta cultivate that. You gotta pour into your own cup, right? You gotta give the love that you give to others to yourself, because you're important too. You can't just always give and give and give. You gotta outwardly, you gotta give to yourself as well, and make sure that your needs are being met. Just let me be. Liberation. Free spirit. Wild. Authentic. Oops. Yeah, and I feel that's like where Spirit wants you to be, right? Like I feel like that's what the focus is. I feel like Spirit wants you to be in this energy of kind of like on your own, right? Like I said, I kind of want you in hermit. I feel like that's this. I feel like alone to bloom, right? Alone in your own energy, alone to cultivate that self-love, right? Like I feel like that's where Spirit wants you. So there's a need to call back your energy. There's a need to kind of not overgive to people in your life right now, and to kind of go within and just really follow your own passions right now. So I hope that resonated for you guys. I hope that brings you some clarity. Please like, subscribe, or comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.